Good morning. How's everyone this morning? That's good. I wonder if I can. I do have a glare, don't I? In my glasses. Let's see. I don't think that helps. I think the glare is from my computer. Okay. I was trying. Did you see what I was wearing today? I'm wearing sparklies. It's fancy day at school. You gonna wear your fancy clothes today? I also have something for my sister. Happy birthday, Pam. It says, the zebra says, ouch, that was just my jaw dropping when I heard the news. Happy birthday. She's 3 years older than me, so I always get to tease you about your age. I'm in the club though now for 50. But I'm happy about that. I think that's great. How are you today? If you were to pick a color, what color would you pick? I think I would pick red today. For a big heart to send out some love to my sister. I'm feeling great today. And what's the date today? If we were at school and we were in our normal routine, the Owen Sound Attack would be playing today. So what day would they normally play? That's right, Wednesday. And there's the number. 29, that's right. It's the 29th. And what month? It's the month of eggs. April. And what's the year? 2020. So it's Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Okay, and the news. Some news today. Trudeau has been starting to talk about plans and phases for reopening. Some communities haven't had cases increasing, so they're talking about phases of reopening. But he wants people to also realize that it's not happening just yet. A couple more weeks, and then some provinces are going to start thinking about opening. And they have to have some protocols in place and answer all kinds of questions for people. Ford will be on today, and Minister Lecce is going to be joining him. So maybe he'll have some more information in regards to education. So maybe you'd like to watch that. Some good news. Well, it's not really good news, but it's kind of interesting. There's 200 million pounds of Canadian French fries in storage right now. So I guess because people aren't going to the restaurants, there's a lot of extra French fries. I wonder if people's weight is better or worse because they're not going to fast food. On Friday, the boys and I are going to eat out. We're going to pick a restaurant to do takeout from. Prime Minister Johnson from the UK and his partner Carrie Simmons announced their baby boy has arrived. So that's good news. especially after the Prime Minister had the COVID virus and now he's cleared of that, so that's great. The other interesting news I heard was that because musicians are at home, it's harder for them to go into a studio and make a video. So they're using animation to make videos. So that's a new thing. So lots of musicians are making animated videos for their songs. I thought that was cool. I like animation. I've always liked animation. Okay, here is Charlie Brown with Snoopy, and they're sitting inside. And he says to his buddy Snoopy, "Nobody thinks I can win the city spelling bee, Snoopy, but I'm gonna show them. I not only know a lot of hard words, but I know every spelling rule in the book. The only one I have trouble remembering is I before E except after D, or is it E before I except after G? I before B except after T? V before Z except after E." And Snoopy says, "Good grief." And he sinks into the floor. Poor Charlie Brown. I before E except after C? That's the saying. Okay, some birds I saw yesterday. I saw some robins, and they were singing, and cardinals, they were singing. Some grackles. They don't have a song really, it's more of a squawk. And golden finch. And if you're walking and you're trying to see some birds, look for bird feeders, because that's where I see a lot of golden finch, around bird feeders. Yesterday, this was the item. Does anyone know what that is? If you guessed a snail shell, you're right. I just got some snail shell dirt on my computer. You see those in the garden. You see those in the dirt. I see those all over. How about this? This is the new item. And it makes a noise. Do you know what this is, or have you seen this before? That is going to be the item for tomorrow. And I do have a sound for you today. I just go to my photos. Have you heard that before? If you guessed an electric box where they have all of the controls for our electricity, you're right. That's what it sounds like. That box is on Olive and my walk when we walk in the morning. And when I heard it, I'm like, ooh, that's a good sound. I can do that sound. Okay, the life skill today is going to be vacuuming. So I'm going to put the computer down so it can see the floor. And I'm going to do the vacuuming without it being on first, so you can hear me, and then I'm going to turn it on. So when you're vacuuming, like the table you have to cover the whole area. So you go up and down, and you move it so you're covering the whole floor. Think of it like painting. If you were to paint a piece of paper, you would want to cover the whole piece of paper. And you might have to move some things. Oh, I'm out of the picture. Maybe I'll angle it a little bit more. And you just have to keep moving it so you're covering the whole space. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. I think that's a good analogy. If you treat it like you're painting, you have to cover the whole piece of paper. Maybe that visual would help you. Okay, you ready? There we go. And then you just keep going around the entire floor like you were painting. But you're not using paint. Don't get the paint out and start painting the floor. That's not what I'm saying. You have to cover, reach every nook and cranny on the carpet with the vacuum to pick up all the dirt. Okay. We're going to read about the lemur today from the zoo. There's the picture. My boys really like the lemur. There was a show when they were little kids that had a lemur, and they watched that show. So this is from the African rainforest, and it's a ring-tailed lemur. The most noticeable characteristic of this lemur is its long tail. The tail is longer than the body. The species gets its common name from the ring pattern of the fur on the tail, which has alternating bands of black and white rings. The rest of the body are light reddish gray to dark red-brown, with light gray to dark brown rumps and light grays to gray-brown limbs. They have white undersides, hands, and feet. They have white faces with dark brown or black triangle eye patches that look like a mask around their light brown eyes, and they have black muzzles. Their ears are white and angular, similar to a cat's. Male ring-tailed lemurs have darkly colored scent glands on the inside of their wrist with a spur-like fingernail, usually referred to as a horny spur, overlay on each. Males also have scent glands on their chest just above the collarbone and close to the armpit. Both male and female ringtail lemurs have scent glands. Male and females are about the same size. They weigh 2.3 to 3.5 kilograms, so not very much. If you think a bag of potatoes, like a 10-pound bag of potatoes would be maybe 4 kilograms. And their body is 38.5 centimeters to 45.5 centimeters. Their tails, though, are very long, and they're 56 to 62 centimeters. What do they eat? The ring-tailed lemurs are primarily herbivores. They feed from many different species of plants and trees, but are partially to killi trees. They feed on a variety of fruits, as well as leaves, flowers, grass, bark, and tree sap. They occasionally eat insects or small animals, as well as bird eggs. Okay. Threat of survival is that their habitat has been altered by human impact. These lemurs strongly favor gallery forests, but such forests have now been cleared from much of Madagascar in order to create pasture for livestock. Another threat to the species is harvesting either for food or pets. Wow, people eat them. So, I guess we know the movie Madagascar too. There is a lemur. So that's too bad that their habitat is being used now for cattle. So there's the lemur. Look at those eyes. Very intense eyes. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to do some exercise from our chair again. And today we're going to do some karate. So, can you see me there? So, we're going to just use our arms. We're going to breathe in and out. Now in karate, we do a lot of different blocks. So you can do a block at the top and to the side. And down. And aside from blocking, you can also do a punch. So you would punch up and to the side, or to the middle, and down. So we're going to do that in a rotation. So we're going to do a block, and then a punch. Max and Connor and I took karate for a year, and then Max and I continued for a second year. Okay, and the other thing you do is you do kick out. And you have to remember not to kick with your toes, because that's what I did once. And I broke my baby toe in 2 places. So you have to kick out and flex your foot. Okay. And what else do we do in karate? It's harder when you're not standing. So why don't we just do we'll do both hands blocking. Up and then down. And then middle. And then down. And then up. And then middle. And down. And then this time we're going to punch forward but not across. And then middle and down and up and mid and down. And we'll do the left hand. Oh, mid and then down. Okay. Let's do our legs one more time. And flex that foot. We do have a specific stance too. That's why my hands are like this. It's funny how you remember things. The other types of kicks is you have a front kick, a side kick, and a back kick. So that's why it is hard to do it in a chair. Okay, let's just take a deep breath. And again, in your nose and out your mouth. Has anyone done any meditation since they've been home? I find I do it at bedtime. I just reflect on the day. Think about the good things that happened in the day before I go to bed. Okay. The last thing is, where is the lantern? Can you see it? It's right there. It's inside the cabinet. Okay. I hope you have a nice day. Did we do the weather today? I don't think we did the weather. It's wet and rainy out today here. And anyway, I still hope you have a nice day even though it's raining. Oh, we did yesterday. We played Uno. It was a lot of fun. And then the boys played Catan after, but I just played a couple games of Uno before bed. So if you need something to do today, maybe you could play Uno. It's a good indoor activity. Okay, well, I hope once again you have a good day. I miss you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.